це все зародилося? Десь...
How did it all start? We had the care service for a little over a year now, which is engaged in helping wounded soldiers, families of the fallen, and organizing events to commemorate our fallen brothers in arms.
Вшанування пам'яті наших полеглих бійців.
Я воював в Азові з 14 по 16 рік.
I had fought in the Azov regiment from 2014 to 2016, and there were many wounded. At that time, the Azov regiment patronage service was taking care of the injured, and I saw the stages of formation of the service. About a year ago, I presented the care service project to the High Command. This is a completely similar project to the Azov regiment patronage service, but having basic functions to start with.
Початку.
We are the care service of the 126th Brigade, have now received information from our medics that they are wounded. We are bringing everything they need, personal things, hygiene products and what a soldier needs immediately after evacuation.
Я в службу турботи потрапив.
I joined the care service when it already was formed. Before that, I used to serve in another brigade. I realized that guys who get to the hospital need help, because when I was injured, I was hospitalized and I was short of things and hygiene products as well. So guys I knew offered me to switch to the 126th Brigade, where they said there was such a project already existed. Somehow it seems so intuitive that every unit has something similar.
Було дуже дивно, коли
It was very strange for me to understand that when you go into a ward with a lot of fighters, when you visit your soldier and there are a lot of guys being there, they're shocked that someone from the staff came to check on the soldier's health, how he feels, whether he needs something or not, and brought him some basic necessities.
В цілому
In general, the beginning of the active work of the care service is somewhat related to the date of the liberation of Kherson, because around these dates our service left Odessa for the area of execution and began to work actively, when the brigade began to perform combat missions.
і інколи хлопці
Sometimes it's even more important for guys not to get these things, but just to talk when you accompany a person. For example, there are guys who having got wounded for the first time there, get the second injury and the third one, and you come to the hospital and they say, I remember you, and they just want to tell you what they went through this time and maybe something new. We also find and search for the personal belongings of our brothers in arms, because when they are brought from the positions, it is always chaotic. Their things are just piled up in a corner in the hospital and then they get lost. We already have a few, we have our contacts in hospitals, we get in touch with the doctors, find out where these things are, and then we pick them up on our own. We hand them over either to the soldier himself or to his unit.
я вважаю, що ця служба вкрай важлива.
I think this service is extremely important because it establishes the principle of family. That is, when a person is in family, the family takes care of him or her at any points of their life.
Допомагаємо родинам загиблих.
We help the families of the fallen. In addition to the assistance provided by the state, we give a one-time assistance of 10,000 hryvnias immediately after the death of a family member. We install a flagpole with the Ukrainian flag near the grave at the cemetery, and we organize various events to honor the memory. Most often, these are the installation of memorial plaques in the educational institutions where our brothers in arms studied. I would like to note that all this exists only thanks to caring people. Thanks to donations, money, and all the other help provided. I can say we have spent more than 3 million hryvnias only in cash during this time, over a year. We have a common bank account and anyone can always see how much money is in it. You can always see everything we spent on my page on Instagram, because we report for every single hryvnia we spend.
Наразі наша служба росте з кожним днем.
Currently, our service is growing every day. We are starting to advise other brigades on creating similar services in their units.
Якось так воно все існує. Дуже хочеться, щоб
This is the way all of this exists. I really want this to end as soon as possible, so that no one else gets injured and families don't get sad news.